Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Slow Fashion Mom. Today I wanted to talk about back to school with minimal shopping. Summer's winding down, it is almost time to go back to school, and I know for the last month or so, whenever I've gone out to any store or mall or seen any commercials, they're all heavily promoting the back to school shopping. And it just got me thinking, do we really need all this stuff? And do we need to shop so much this season? It feels like back to school is kind of a close second for the Christmas season in the buying so much stuff. I thought this year we could see if we could do minimal shopping to go back to school. I have one son who's in school. He's going into senior kindergarten. So last year when he started school for the first time, I did need to buy all the gear. So my first tip is to see what you actually need for school. Last year, my son's school sent us a list of what he needed to have at school every day. Things like indoor shoes, outdoor shoes, a backpack, a lunchbox, a water bottle, and reusable lunch containers. And then before you go shopping, I encourage you to shop your home and see what you've already got lying around or what your kids have used from last year that is still in good condition and can be used again this year. So for clothing, I went through my son's clothes the other day. For fall, I had packed away his clothes at the end of last season, and he's outgrown 2 pairs of pants, but everything else still fits. All his t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, and pants, and sweaters. So in terms of clothing, I don't need to get anything for him. If I remember correctly, I think last year he had a big growth spurt in the middle of the school year, sometime in the winter, so we will see what happens, but as for now, he doesn't need any clothes. And for shoes, he does need 1 pair of shoes. His outdoor shoes from last year are completely toast, and I did have to buy him a new pair of indoor shoes right before the end of the school year. Those are still in good condition, so he'll be using those again and just needs 1 extra pair of shoes. In terms of backpack and lunchbox and all of that, I won't be buying him a new one this year. Last year when he was starting school, I heard a really great tip on, I think it was from a mom's group on Facebook or something, but there was a lot of moms who recommended buying a good quality backpack that would last for years and then letting your child choose their own lunchbox. So this was in response to lots of kids love the Disney characters and superheroes, any kind of theme or character backpacks, and they usually tend to be the cheapy ones. So a lot of moms had said they fall apart not even halfway through the school year. So this was a solution that one mom suggested, buying a good quality backpack and then letting your child choose a character lunchbox if that's what they like. So that's what I ended up doing last year. I purchased him a nice backpack from LL Bean, and it still looks brand new. Everything's working great, so I'm hoping that will last for a few years at least. And he ended up choosing a superhero lunchbox, and actually that's still in great condition too, so he will be reusing both of those this year. In terms of lunch containers, last year I purchased some plastic lunch containers for my son, like a sandwich box and then a bunch of little snack boxes. If I could do it again, I would definitely recommend buying quality containers for your kids' lunches. I think last year I was just overwhelmed by the amount we were buying, and I kind of cheaped out on the lunch containers, and 2 or 3 of them cracked or have broken throughout the school year. So that's one thing I do need this year. I will be purchasing a few snack containers, and I am looking for stainless steel. I wouldn't purchase plastic ones again, just in my experience they didn't hold up at all. Stainless steel lunch containers are on my list. And that brings me to water bottles. He's required to have a reusable water bottle. Before he had started school, he'd had a few plastic ones, which also I find break really easily. My husband and I have owned Clean Canteen water bottles for years. I think I've had mine for 8 or 9 years, if I remember correctly, and I've only ever had to replace the cap once. Other than that, they hold up great. They do dent if you drop them with water, but that's just an aesthetic thing. So when he started school, I purchased him and my daughter both Clean Canteen bottles, the kid size, and theirs have a sport cap, which is great for kids. and these will also last years, I know. So that was a great purchase. I'm happy with our water bottle purchase. So my back to school shopping list this year is very short. I need 1 pair of shoes for my son, some lunch containers, and he could use a few new pairs of socks and underwear. And that's it. So maybe back to school shopping can seem overwhelming, but just by making a list of what you actually need and seeing what you've got available at home first can really simplify the process, and having a plan will help. I hope this video is helpful. I always love to think of new ways to shop less. It's definitely much better for the planet and great for your budget as well. If you've got any tips for me on how you shop less for your kids going back to school, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. I will see you next week. Bye.